Took my family away from my Carolina home. Had dreams about the West and started to roam. 6 long months on a dust-covered trail. They say heaven's at the end, but so far it's been hell. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. We were digging and shifting 5 to 5, selling everything we found just to stay alive. Gold flowed free like the whiskey in the bars. Sinning was the big thing, Lord, and Satan was a star. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. Dance hall girls were the evening treat. Empty cartridges and blood lined the streets. Men were shot down for the sake of having fun, or just to hear the noise of their 44 guns. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. Now my widow, she weeps by my grave. Tears flow free for her man she couldn't save. Shot down in cold blood by a gun that carried fame, all for the useless and no good, worthless claim. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. Waiting for me there.
3, 2, 1. Hey, YouTubers and friends, how are you all doing tonight? Some phone mishaps and other tomfoolery, and murphiness struck Justin of Lost River Gold, so he's in between there and wherever, heading up north and not able to make it tonight. He'll be back with us on April 2nd. We'll try. But I do have a guest co-host tonight, Aaron. Gold is where you find it, aka, or Rookie Gold Prospectors. He was with us just the other week. So don't go away. Aaron and I will be right back, but we can have an open line Tuesday or whatever you want, and get Damon in here from West Coast Prospecting. See those juicy nuggets he's been sniping or something. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Tuesday Night Hangout Live. It's Tuesday night Hangout Live. It's Tuesday night Hangout Live. It's Tuesday night Hangout Live.
I'm not sure what the lady
With your host, Ed Marvin. Tuesday Night Hangout Live is a Flash in Your Pan production.
All right, everybody. Welcome to another Tuesday Night Hangout Live. Welcome, Aaron.
Thank you, sir.
I need to do something real quick because I forgot to paste in my URL for the damn chat. I got this thing right here. It says, I can't even read what it's saying. Waiting for a URL or something like that. Oh, that's the Zoom invite link. I don't want to show that, so I gotta go to my doggone channel. The joys of live streaming, I tell you, everybody. The joys of live streaming. So, let me get this out of the way so I don't have to worry about that for now. But Welcome again. I see Damon out there, West Coast prospecting, me friend and me
What's up,
amigo.
David?
I also
See you in the chat.
see David Villa. Hola, bien amigo. ¿Cómo está usted? Bien?
When the sawdust settles and the engine finally roars, the thing you care about most is the job well done. But when you get your tools from Harbor Freight, something about the job feels.
I'm trying to get the URL from the show so I can make this doggone thing work. I'd put it up and show you what I'm doing, but no need for that. No need for that, my friends. Let me take care of this and I'll get to you in the chat. Terry Curry, good to see you. B3 Relic in recovery. I hope to be metal detecting with you soon, brother. Mr. Lodak, Moto Mining. Oh, yeah, I was a punk rocker. Headbanger, punk rocker. I used to be a lot more angrier back then, but hey, nothing like some good old Sex Pistols or suicidal tendencies. I still skate, so there's still a need for it. When
Yeah.
I skate, get on the mini half pipe and rock to some suicidal or some vandals or something. I was listening to Urban Struggle today at work of the Vandals, actually. Yeah,
Don't
I love a lot of it too, but been angry. I like life better when I'm not so angry. It
Yeah,
seems,
angry's no bueno. No
yeah,
bueno.
no good. No good for anyone in the picture, huh, Aaron? David Alphonzati's in the house. Yeah. Um,
I need like the chats up here so I can read them instead of having to look down at them every time, but it's working. I'm trying to read the
well,
chat.
one day when you know, you're
I hit it
getting up
big.
there, you could throw some of that gold and some of that Google money and whatever, and save up for a nice tower or a nice gaming laptop where
Before I get a dredge or after I get a dredge?
I
Because
don't
we gotta have
know. That
priority.
all depends on
And
you.
like,
I'd
and
probably shoot for the dredge first.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Shoot for the dredge first, definitely. Then go for you. You could
Then we go
even
with the
pick up a decent
spare monitor.
laptop,
Yeah.
and get a monitor for 25 bucks, plug it into your laptop, then you have two monitors. I did that for a while, huh, Mr. Lodak? Go back in the day of the show, you know, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, when it first started, all of that was done on a laptop with added monitor. And
Yeah.
uh, I use OBS and I was using Skype, right? Skype, and it ate a lot. It eats a lot of RAM, and I
Yeah, I
had
bet.
lagging issues and stuff. But with something like StreamYard, which is a great tool that's web-based and uses a lot of doesn't use as much resources as like what I use for Tuesday Night Hangout Live, but it still does a great job for streaming. If you're into that and want to stream, there is a link down in the description where I get a little break, and I believe you get a break too on your subscription. Don't quote me on that though.
Well, when I'm streaming, I'm usually holding my phone in the middle of a creek,
That
and
makes it
instead of
hard, but
I don't think
I
I can use set my desktop computer up right next to the sluice box or
no, you could. Shoot,
uh,
Daniel. Daniel Reed, I believe, from, is it Reed? He's from Georgia or the Carolinas. He'll be dredging and have his phone up, but you know, then you go up and you look at the chat and stuff. Let me see. Said hi, Moto Mining. Good to see you, brother. Johnny Small Pepper, how you doing? Getting off subject. Tin Man, how you doing, Willie? Good to see you. Bill, as always. Jason, hey, you, Colorado. All these awesome people in the house tonight. Um, but Damon's been killing it. Do you know
Yeah, where's
Damon?
he at? Huh?
He's a buddy of yours. I know he smelted some or made a button for you or
Yeah, he
something,
sure did.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Damon's a great guy. I know him personally. Been on the river with him. Gonna be on the river with him again someday too. And great guy.
Same. Someday is it'll definitely happen.
Oh
I need to
yeah.
go out west.
Trails have a way of crossing, my friend. Trails
Yeah.
have a way of crossing.
I've only got gold in 3 states so far,
Oh,
so
you got a lot to accomplish then, though. Good thing you're young. Good thing
I'm not that young.
but, hey, we're young, right? Young at heart if you're not. Hey, look
Is
at
Damon gonna
this.
get on
Wasn't
the?
Mr. Ed the talking horse? Well, yes,
We need to
sir.
split screen. We need Damon down here.
Wilbur. My youngest son's in the house. How you doing, son? Everyone give Retro Radical a big how do you do? And you can catch his articles over at Dread XP. Ian, drop a link. Dread XP. It's a gaming site. But my son's an author over there. / authors Ian Marvin, I believe it is. Dread XP.
I see Grease Monkey in the chat. What's up, Grease Monkey?
Hey, how are you, Grease Monkey? Good to see you, buddy, Terry. Now, if we see Dan, we can ask him about that because I believe he does have an app where it will voice chat the
The
chat
the
room
chat.
to you. All
Yeah, that's what I need. 100%. That's what I need. That would make it so much better if I can be digging and panning and not paying attention to anything else, but I could hear what people are saying and just talk right back. I mean, without having to look at a screen, that would be insane.
Hey, Mark Thompson, how you doing? Long time no see. Good to see you. Ian's on his phone, maybe. If you're at home, Ian, I'm not asking you to get stoned. You work at a dispensary. You can't do that. Get fired. But if you're at home, son, drop a link to your articles that I don't want to open a window and pick it up. Freedom Fest 2024 at Cottonwood Trails in May, hosted by Can Do Prospecting or Can Do Veteran and Grease Monkey Prospecting. I believe that's right, Terry?
Let's see.
Candy's giving me the peace sign and the send it rocket, so yeah, must be. I hope to be there. Right on, brother. Right on, right on. Well, the link is posted at the top of the chat, so if you're willing to come in and let me and my guest co-host pick at you for a little while and pick your brain, talk about sniping, sluicing, your equipment, your wants, your needs, or whatever. Just Hobo Rob Prospecting. Hello, 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 and good day.
Hobo's a regular in the live streams.
Right on, right on. Welcome. See, it seems so hard to get people click on that link, I swear, Aaron, and just come in and join us. Even though some of them have already been guests, like Jason and West Coast Prospecting.
Yeah, but they got to be like, you have to be in a certain room in front of, I don't know. I could understand that. Not for spur of the moment,
Damon should be a moderator. He's been on the show twice. I don't know why he ain't. Dang commercials in the middle of the show. Oh man, I usually dismiss that. Sorry, but it's like a 16th of a penny for every, I don't know how many ads. So.
Oh, I got the premium, so I don't even pay attention to that. I don't get ads.
There you go.
It's worth the $9 a month.
Oh yeah. I'll have to dismiss it next time, Bill. Sorry about that. I usually do. Cause hey. Also, there is some news coming up. Our friend the Hugh Hefner of the Yuba, Blue Lead. Oh man.
Wait, who is the what? The Hugh Hefner of the Yuba. Who's this?
That's what I call him.
Who?
My friend Tim from Blue Lead Prospecting. He's one of the mining Hawaiians who got into prospecting because my friend Adam from Prospectors Theory. He was California Gold Rush, something Minuteman before that, Franklin Ant-Man before that, then Gold Rush, then Prospectors Theory. Our friend Tim from Blue Lead would watch YouTube videos on gold prospecting, and Adam got into it. Now he got kind of a bug. He flew to California to the Motherlode, went up into the Motherlode, and started finding gold and got bit by the bug bad. So now he has a house in the Motherlode, Auburn or Coloma or something like that. I have his address somewhere for there, but I'm not going to go look for it. But it's somewhere near the Motherlode. So now he flies out every year and he mines on his claims on the Yuba and goes out on the Yuba and enjoys smoke offerings to Mother Yuba and working hard for that yeller. And he's a YouTuber, also got into making content. And he has the North Yuba Nugget Hunt The last weekend of July. I think it's going on like 5 years or something like that. I forget what
Okay.
it is.
I thought you were calling him Hugh Hefner because he attracts gold diggers or something.
No, no, I call him Hugh Hefner because to me he looks like Hugh Hefner. All he
Oh,
needs is like a smoking jacket and a pipe, and he'd be on the
he does
Mother
attract gold
Yuba.
diggers, though.
But he
They
is
do
a
both
gold
attract gold
digger.
diggers.
Gold miners do attract gold diggers, but no, it's because I think he resembles Hugh Hefner. He just
All
needs a
right.
pipe. He's a really cool surfer dude from the
You wear a
Hawaiian
bathrobe all the
Islands,
time?
one of the two mining Hawaiians that I know. And yeah, but there's like hundreds of people that comes to this outing and stuff that Tim has been putting on for the last few years.
Yeah,
But
I need to go. I need to go.
our friends over at International California Mining Journal, great rag here. I hope whoever won their subscriptions got them. Jacob, full of gold, are you in here? Um, if you're in here, um, did you get your subscription yet? I know you're in Australia though. Hey, Thomas Pennyweight, Lucky Ducky folks, how you doing? Evergreen Prospectors. Jim from Cottonwood Trails Gold Camp. I just talked to Justin. I think he's about 15 minutes out from you, Jim. Jim's a good guy, owner of Cottonwood Trails Gold Camp. Good place to hang out, find some shinies, some cool fossils, garnets, arrowheads, and all kinds of cool stuff. But there's Downey. He put together our friend from International California Mining Journal, Josh Rinke put together, what is it, Downeyville's. I know Thomas Folks went to it last year. Downeyville Gold Rush Days on Highway 49 in the heart of the Motherlode on the North Yuba River. They are having another one this coming year. And I saw something on it in this edition of California Mining Journal. And I can't find it now, but I want to give the dates. I think it's the weekend after, right after Blue Leads Nugget Hunt up at Union Flats on the North Yuba River. Remember, the link to Zoom is pinned up top. You don't have to show your face, It's not mandatory. We'll understand. But
It's just us, Ed. It's just us on
hey,
camera
it
today.
is what it is. Here it is. August 1st through the 4th, 2024. Downeyville Gold Rush Days. Brought to you by International California Mining Journal, PLP, Rinky Mining Adventures and Services. There's looks like all kinds of stuff going on. Was a big success last year. You never know. Maybe, maybe not. For me getting there. I'm not rich like Lucky Ducky Thomas Folks and some other people, But a lot of camping and cabins in the area. And it's a good time. Also a good magazine, in my opinion.
All right.
August, my surprise, surprise, surprise. The Nugget Hunt is July 27th, 28th, and 29th, I believe. The last weekend of July up at Union Flats on Tim's claim. I believe that's Petey's Place is the name of the claim. I don't think there's no reservations. If you want to camp, you better make them quick and get lodging and stuff. There are reservations for that, yes, but I believe for the actual goings on at Union Flats on the claim and stuff, it's come as you are, open door, and I don't know, you'd have to talk to Tim and probably Top Cat at Camp America. I don't believe there's any fees or anything, but don't quote me on that. I don't know for sure.
Sleep in your truck. Yep.
Yeah, reservations a must for rooms. Yes, yes. And camping. Car parking's free along Highway 49. Just so.
All right. So there is parking. There's a fee if you
There's
stay at the
gold in
campground. Okay.
Colorado. Colorado, actually, to my surprise, is the third largest producer of gold in the United States. First
Oh,
off is Nevada, second
oh,
is Alaska, and third is Colorado.
really?
Surprise, surprise, surprise.
And then, I mean, California's got to be next, right?
I don't know. Let's Google it.
Has to be.
Let's
You said
Google it.
you said Alaska, and then you said Nevada,
Yeah, let's
and then
check.
Colorado.
Top 10 gold producing states. Oh, wow. That lied to me. It lied to me.
Fact check. Fact check.
Fact check. Okay. According to Google, Nevada, California, Colorado, South Dakota, Montana, Arizona, Alaska ain't even on the list.
Because
What?
nobody's crazy enough to dig it.
Okay, on the top of the list, Nevada, total 225 million. California, 118 million.
Ounces?
Colorado doesn't say. Let's see. I'll push this thingy here.
What does it say for Georgia? How many
It
how many in
it
Georgia?
just says total gold produced. So, South Dakota 40 million. Montana 20 million.
Does it have a dollar sign? Are
Must
we looking at?
be. It ain't telling me. If it's
Yeah,
the
I think we need a
dollar,
different source. We need a
I
different source.
yeah,
All right, let me
I'm
see.
locking up a little on
All
my
right, let's top gold producing states.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's
Which
see on that.
U.S. states produce the most gold? Nevada produces the most. Top 10. Okay. Now, see, now, Western mining history has it at, I'll go to the 8th. California, number 1. Number 2, Colorado. Number 3, South Dakota. Number 4, Alaska. Number 5, Nevada. Number 6, Utah. Utah! You guys, I knew you were lying. I knew it.
Oregon's number 8. That's it. We're
7
looking
for
at different lists.
Montana, 8 for Arizona. Arizona, they have a
What?
wave pool too. Now, I don't know if
This is-
that order's correct.
Yeah, no, because I'm finding a totally different order and it's pissing me off.
Because
Because
HUZAnimals.com says number 1 but Nevada.
the one I'm looking at has Michigan ahead of Georgia, and that's not right.
It says number 1 Nevada at the site. Then it says, you couldn't just give me a list, could you? Number 2, Colorado. Number 3, South Dakota. Number 4, Wyoming. Number 5, Montana. See, so gee whiz, miners. Number 6, Idaho. Number 7, Utah. There's Utah again. I knew it. I knew it. And I all thought you were friends. 8, not Oregon. Now, both Southwest Oregon and Baker area, Oregon, in the Blue Mountains and around Sumter area has a rich gold history. 9, New Mexico. 10, Washington. Shoot, Alaska hasn't even been on here. 11, South Carolina.
See, there's no
12,
way.
Michigan.
There's no way. This is wrong.
13,
no way.
Georgia. You're that
There's no
far
way.
down.
There's no way.
14,
that
North
list is-
Carolina.
I'm calling fake news.
15,
Fake news.
Tennessee. Was Alaska even on that list? 16, Texas.
Fake news.
I think that's bullshit. Beep.
Yeah.
I think
Fake news.
that's malarkey.
There's no way that there's states that are glacial gold states that are ahead of Georgia that's a gold bearing state. Right? You would not think
Upper Michigan does have natural occurring gold.
it does.
Yes. And a lot of copper, some of the purest copper in the world.
In Michigan.
Yeah.
They got
the
quartz
little
veins up there?
finger, the Kiowa Peninsula or whatever that's called.
I don't know
Okay.
anything about that.
Okay,
learn
here's
about
usgoldbureau.com, top 5 gold producing states.
Alaska might not be up there because it doesn't have the population. Not that many people are crazy to go up there. And so there probably hasn't been that much full-time mining activity compared to, down here.
That could be
Where
right.
more people live. I don't know.
Now,
Maybe Alaska.
U.S.
There's more
Gold
gold in
Bureau
Alaska.
says Nevada, number 1. Alaska. South Dakota. And there you go. So, what is the truth? I've read like 4 different things now. Top 10 states for gold miners. Serious gold miners. all these lies. Lies, 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 lies. 10 largest gold mines.
Joseph,
No.
I see you down there, Joseph Knowlton. What's going on, buddy?
Joseph.
All right.
Yeah.
How come Joseph's not a moderator?
Because he hasn't ever been a guest on the show.
Oh,
Jersey Ray Diggs in the house. How you doing? Who sent a link on Facebook Messenger? Oh, Jason did. To who? I was wondering. But Jason did. Okay. Jason's doing some work for me, I guess. Since right now I'm trying to run a show. So the last thing I need to be doing is that's where I need producers to help me with this spread. That picture looks like the the trench in Cortez Gold Mine. Is that what's that, the Kirtland Trench? Okay. Well, that's Top Production Canada or companies, top 10 companies. Let's go with headquarters, USA, Canada, South Africa, Canada, Australia, China, South Africa. Okay, here we are. That's all companies. Thought you got me on the page. I needed top gold producers. That's showing me companies. Um, Maybe go down more. No. Oh well. It's a mystery. It's a
Grease
mystery.
Monkey. Grease Monkey says, when did the blonde show up?
Hey, oh, that's a joke. It's kind of a thing. We were at Cottonwood Trails during the weekend around my birthday, Grease Monkey's birthday, Scott Sharp's birthday. Whole bunch of people were there. And I'm down by camps and stuff, and my back's to Jim's wife, and my hair's down and stuff, and she's like, "Who's that blonde?" Because most time my hair's in a ponytail.
You must have used some Pantene Pro V that day or something.
I don't know.
You had some fresh conditioner in there, and it looked silky.
MJ, how you doing?
Hey, MJ.
Only pans. Mary Jane's in the house. Jim Rock Butcher, how you doing? China has almost no gold mine of its own. They buy from or mine from other countries. Yeah, screw that. I did see a video years and years and years ago of illegal bucket line dredging in Mongolia and China. Thought they were pretty cool. Joseph Knowlton, good to see you. I've been just hunkered down in my house, fanning. Right on.
You been doing any prospecting lately, Ed? It's too cold.
See right
Yeah.
here, Cottonwood Trails goes, turn around, Ed. My wife don't recognize you. Silly. Too funny. Too funny. Hey, you diver, how you doing, Greg? Good to see ya. Brad Wells, g'day, mate. How you doing? Bloody good show. Actually, Brad Welsh is gonna be at the Nugget Hunt on the North Yuba in July, all the way from the land down under. So,
Down under.
Carlin Trench. So,
Joseph opened his bottle of cons. Find anything good?
whoop.
Yeah, Hobo Rob, Lost River Gold was supposed to be here today, but has
Technical problems,
some issues.
phone issues. I guess dropping it in creeks and other stuff don't help it much.
I mean, I drop mine. The one I'm using right now, I drop it in the creek all the time.
Well,
It messes up the microphone for a little bit, but it just keeps trucking.
evidently, yours is more waterproof than Justin's. But hey, no biggie. Scheduled for the 2nd of April. If he makes it, he makes it. If not, you don't. He's kind of a rambling man looking for gold, shark's teeth, relics, and other stuff. Living off van
Living off the
lifing or
land.
truck lifing or, mobile, nomadic, which, I've dreamt of doing that for decades. One day
Yeah.
I might be able to because I have a wicked wanderlust and a wonderlust. I've been all over the country several times, and I love traveling. And personally, there's so much to see and do here. I haven't really thought about going any other places, maybe Australia, and also the little island of Australia, Taz, and New
Yeah.
Zealand would be cool. I'm not too keen about going to places like where they might want to cut my head off
Yeah.
or I wouldn't mind
I
going
try.
to the
Yeah.
UK, Ireland, Scotland, maybe to Germany, Austria.
Yeah, I'm a little hesitant to go places that have less freedom.
Yeah,
So,
even though here in the United States, you can purchase your freedom by permit at most federal offices.
yeah. Yeah.
Kirk, how you doing? Secret Creek Prospecting, how are you doing? I was this far away
Secret
from
Creek.
wearing
What's up?
your hoodie you sent me, brother, but it's a little warmer than it was last week. And sorry about canceling the show last week. I was sick.
It happens.
And I figured since, I don't have my perfect record anymore, um, I was laying in bed about showtime, just
That
so.
was the first time ever.
No, no, no.
Uh,
That was the first time I ever canceled for being sick. But until, let me see, it wasn't last January or Christmas, but the year before that, I was in California for my mom's memorial service and funeral, and we got in that big cancellation with Southwest and stuff, and I had to drive back. So I canceled two shows during that 2 weeks. And then in October, when I went back home to Washington and met up with Secret Creek and Otis Ferris and Spider Ace or Spider Ace prospecting. Um, I went back there for my mom's memorial service up there, and I missed that day. So all around those 2 months in that time frame, I missed 3 shows, but it all was due to either driving home from California instead of flying home, and or it was because of the funeral and the
Yeah.
memorial services. But before that, I never missed a day in 5 years, and I was sick. There'd be times where I was too sick to go to work, but the show went on. I
You're
might have
exact.
had I might have had a picture of me right where I am now most of the show or something, but the show still went on. But now that it isn't a perfect record anymore, I don't know. I'm not so super anal about the show must totally go on. I don't care if you're sick and dying, the show must go on. Which was kind of my attitude for easy 5 years. So, but hey, it is what it is, you know. Hope you
That's how
guys
I kind of
still love
am.
me.
If it's 0 degrees, I'm still going out there no matter what.
Well, if you were here the other time. We just had him on 3 weeks ago, Brad. But Brad has a question for you, Aaron.
All right, what's
Uh,
up? I didn't see it.
so when did Aaron get into the chase for the Yeller?
So, about 2 years ago, from watching all you other crazy YouTubers get gold, I got jealous. And literally just over 2 years ago, so right after Christmas, almost exactly 2 years ago. So I joined a prospecting club and I took my camera up into the mountains and made a video and found my first piece of gold. And I've been doing it every single weekend since. So I'm up to like 300 videos now. So I've been doing a lot of gold digging in the last 2 years.
Hmm. And there is no cure, buddy. So you're had, you're done. Next
Oh
thing you
yeah.
know,
No,
dredge. And next thing you know, you'll be buying some property in a gold written area and
well, it's
mining.
like if I go fishing, I might have to sit there for 30 minutes or an hour and, not catch any fish. Where like if I'm gold panning, I can see gold like every 5 minutes. So it's more instant gratification. Fishing, you got to sit around and wait more.
Right?
Gold, you're doing, but you're still getting that relief, that cleansing from being outside in the creek.
Oh, that's true. I used to be an avid fisherman. Then I got back into gold prospecting here. I
Yeah.
went home for a little while, and while I was back in Washington when my mom was getting her foot amputated and stuff, and I was rebuilding her house for a wheelchair ramp and stuff, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna start up prospecting again. And so then I came back and heard about the prospecting community here in Ohio, like the OSPA and the Buckeye chapter and Indiana prospectors and stuff. And I'm like, hey, got back into it and haven't touched my fishing pool since. But isn't it true? You never look at a river or stream the same again
That's for sure.
after you've been bit by the gold bug.
Well, now I have zero desire to eat fish that I catch because I
Oh, the
know how much mercury
mercury?
there is. I know firsthand how much mercury there is. And then when I dig a hole and pull out some liquid mercury, then the fish go down in the hole and start eating off the bottom in the same place where I
You're
just dug
like,
up the mercury.
no, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, in my part of Ohio, the water's pretty anyway, and
Y'all don't have that problem up there. Yeah.
mercury from other ways, they only tell you eat so much fish out of the lakes because of mercury and stuff from industrial pollution from way back and
Probably,
stuff.
yeah, from industrial. I heard from
Um,
coal mining even,
but we
or from
get a
burning
lot
coal.
of runoff from farms and stuff, and
Nastiness.
I just, no, thank you. I think if I'm gonna eat some fish, it's gonna be some Alaskan cod salmon or cod
Uh,
or
I used to
something.
eat bluegill and crappie all the time, and bass and catfish, and yeah. Now I just really, like I said, I don't have any desire to eat it, which is
Jeff
a shame.
Jeff Bros in the house. How you doing, Brewers Prospecting?
What's up, Jeff?
So now Aaron does have a brand new video out that I need to catch about is there gold under this football stadium? And apparently there is. So
Yes,
now
sir.
there's some great other live streamers in the house, like on Monday nights,
Yeah,
Brewers
yeah.
Prospecting. Last night he had Ladies Night over at Brewers Prospecting. I think his starting time's roughly 8 o'clock or maybe 7. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jeff. Then on Can Do Prospecting, that's Friday nights where he puts on a really good show. And then Saturdays, there's the bars open at JP's Bar at 8:30. Then on Monday, Sunday afternoon, my afternoon, his morning, it's Hangover Sunday with the Hanover game over at Guido's place. And you'll find a lot of the bar crew over there. 8:30 every Monday night live with Brewers Prospecting. Um, Also, Rach from Jersey Ray Diggs, she has her live stream, I believe, at 7:30 on Thursday nights. Make sure you catch some of that metal detectoring shenanigans over there. Oh,
Sandals.
Wednesday nights, I stand corrected. Wednesday nights um, over there at Jersey Ray Diggs. If I said any of those days or times wrong, please feel free to drop your link to your next live stream in my chat room. I don't mind one bit, since it's kind of a free shoot from the hip type of night, open line Tuesday, that no one's taking advantage of that link up at the top of the live chat.
I
But
don't have a link yet, Ed, but I'm live streaming on Saturday, so Saturday morning sometime whenever I feel like
Oh
it.
yeah, and you can catch Aaron live on the rivers or streams of
Yeah.
northern Georgia. Um, Looking for that yeller live. He had a
I'm
couple
gonna
of
be digging underneath Sanford Stadium, where the Georgia Bulldogs play. I'll be right there at the stadium, digging for gold, where the creek goes under the stadium with my
yeah.
little sluice box out there.
And
So
if
if
you catch his last video, that will be where you're at, right?
yes, sir, I'll be in that exact same spot.
Okay.
Right on the campus of the University of Georgia, right by their football stadium. So, and there's gold there. So I verified that
And
for sure.
there's
So,
gold there.
yeah,
Jeff
it's
Miller
it's
in
not
the
amazing gold.
house.
Let's see
MacGyver
who.
Muscle Machine. Make sure to hit that like button on both your channels if you would. And I was just reading Utah's in the top 10 gold producers. You guys, my Utah brother's been fibbing, but I know you have been.
How's their laws out there?
I didn't fall off the turnip truck yesterday. I don't know. I haven't mined there yet, so I haven't really done my homework. I keep up on Washington stuff fairly well. I keep up on Oregon stuff and a little California stuff since almost everything's illegal in California unless you're a commie. I mean, in,
What Secret Creek says? Do those gold bugs have legs or fins? I don't think so. It's got one long leg. I think it's a handle though. The
that's your
gold bug.
Mexican backhoe.
Yeah, Hobo Rob. He said he watched the video already, so that's awesome.
Excellent, excellent.
I got to go buy a new tripod before Saturday though.
Oh,
I'm,
Outdoor Wally watched it too. I keep saying,
oh, nice.
what's
Hey,
upstream?
MacGyver, what's going on?
That's Gold Pro Unlimited. Our good friend of ours here at Flash in Your Pan. He's one of those Utah guys who lie all the time and say there's no gold in Utah. But when people say, when some people say how much gold they're getting in Ohio, I'm like, there's no gold in Ohio. What are you talking about? Shh.
But how much gold are people actually getting in Ohio? So, like, would
Actually,
I?
I know places where we pick out pickers and small nuggets. But it is not, the deposits can be more sporadic. A lot of times it's flood gold. It depends what you're after. You could, if you find some good bedrock, like right downstream from an ancient river channel, or or the right area, you could get lucky. We've pulled out. I've seen some good gold come out of the creek that Cottonwood Trails is on, and I know several properties and permissions where I've done pretty good here in Ohio.
I'm just
Um,
wondering, like, is it as good? Can you? So I know Georgia is a gold-bearing
Now
state,
I've been
obviously,
to the
but
North Carolina prospecting in Georgia,
is it better than
and
Ohio or
and
worse?
actually I roughly did about the same.
Huh, interesting. I'll take you to some spots.
Now,
So,
now it isn't your neck of the woods is not my neck of the woods.
yeah,
And I'll prospect to my knowledge, right?
yeah.
So and we all know it's a game of inches anyway. It's hit and miss. Yeah, okay, we find good indicators, some barbed wire, lead, black sands, but you might always find that stuff with gold, but just because you find that stuff don't mean you'll find gold.
That is true. That's true. Very,
So,
very much so. I mean, because there's areas that are so much black sand, you can't even believe it, with no gold. So, well, I run into that here a lot.
right.
So, but one thing you said was kind of made me think. You said ancient river channel.
Yeah.
So then I'm thinking, what's ancient? Because if the river channel is older than 10,000 years, it's worthless to Ohio gold prospecting, right? Because the gold has only been there for 10,000 years.
Actually, there's a valley that used to run from West Virginia down into Ohio and curve over and cut to the west. It's the Tears River. And that river is known to be rich, but most of it now is like under ungodly amounts of overburden in the glaciated part of the state.
Yeah, okay.
And so getting to it is pretty much unrealistic. But okay, let's not say maybe ancient tertiary channels,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
old channels, let's say
Old
that
channel.
are old washouts from glacial dams and glacial washouts and dissected meridians and curse and
Yeah.
that stuff. Um, from rivers that formed under the ice. They're now called Kurtz or it's K something, ends with a T or a Z, something like that. I forget how to pronounce
Underneath the
it.
glaciers, there were
Yeah,
rivers.
yeah, and then they fill up with river gravels and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
have if you're ever out west or like in northwest Montana or something in glacier country, under glaciers a lot of times you'll have rivers coming out from the melt, and those would form streams and stuff underneath the glaciers, and then they'd get dammed up with rocks and build up rocks. And there's a geological name for it, but my name's not Jeff Williams or Matt Hosper or some other geologists I know, like Jim Rock Butcher, uh, Esker. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Wally. I'm sure Jim probably said it once or twice. I'm surprised he's not using capitals and yelling at me or something. Askers.
Yeah. The
But
commercials. You can't turn them off now.
no, I can't turn them off now.
Dang it.
And a word from our sponsor. Um, sorry. Uh, I have a button where I could say insert ad now,
They're
but
skippable though, right?
they should be skippable.
I hope so.
Sorry, guys. I know. I
He's trying to make a buck. Give him a super chat if you don't like the commercials, and next time he won't have to.
yeah. Hit me with the super chat, and you'll get a oh yeah super chat, and I won't have to have commercials. I got. Daddy needs to buy a new tower. No. But definitely, if you would please hit the thumbs up. Thank you, Jeffro. Not Jeffro Brewers, but Jeffro uh, GoPro Unlimited. Um,
YouTube's
Sorry.
not hurting the mind.
Next time I'll make sure I dismiss it so that don't happen, my friends. But
I didn't even
if
know it
you're
was an
not
option.
yet part of the Flash Fam and would like, if you're enjoying what you're watching now, go ahead, hit the subscribe button and ring that bell and become part of the Flash Fam. Be greatly
I wonder
appreciated.
I wonder if people get commercials when they're watching my live streams. Nobody's ever said anything, but I have the monetization turned on. So
Do you have insert ads automatic or manual?
I've never touched the settings.
See, okay, let me, okay, if
Okay.
something weird happens, people, I'm doing something right now trying to rectify the problem of ads. So if
Oh, I
something
would just leave it.
happens,
Don't risk it. Don't risk it. You'll
if
mess it up.
if something happens, choose how to mid-roll. Oh, it won't do it because I'm live right now.
Yeah, don't mess it up.
Wait. No, maybe I can do it. Oh, yeah, maybe I can do it. Maybe I can do it. I see I'm still rolling. I'm still green all the way around. Okay. I just made it so I have to do it manually. So if I get any more ads, I'll let you know. But I'm going to try this right now. I'm going to insert an ad. So we'll be back after this.
Are you serious?
I don't see it, just said insert an ad. And I clicked on it, but I don't know what it did. I have no idea because it don't play on my side, you know. I see it,
And I don't see
it
any
don't
ads because
play
I got
on that
premium.
side right there where I'm monitoring it. So I don't know what it's doing.
Oh
Ad
shoot! You have to go
alert.
in your settings.
Okay, I'll do it manually, and then if I feel cocky, like that's the first time I ever hit that button. It just says insert ad.
Really?
Runs over Miami. Yes, I have
Well, what
got
ad was
an
it? Somebody
ad.
tell us. I want to know what ad it was.
Did
I
I
don't get
miss
ads
the gold
anymore.
porn? Sorry, Jeff. You missed the gold porn. No more. We have some lead porn we could show you, though.
Yeah, see, look, I got some
Lead
web shell.
porn. Lead porn.
It just happened to be sitting here. Yeah. Yeah. But my gold's not available at the current moment.
I don't want to hit the big red button. That says end stream. Terry, that says end stream, the big red button. Um, Jeff, pull out some of my old gold and show us. And then we'll have some gold porn. Here, I see I don't have enough light on it, but there's a little hard rock specky right there.
No, I couldn't see it.
Yeah, neither could I.
I do have a jar I can grab real fast if somebody really wants to see some gold.
Well, you know how these monsters are here. Gold porn addicts. Gold porn addicts. Gold porn addicts. You bunch of animals. You bunch of animals. But remember, the link
So
is pinned to the top of the live chat. Look at that. Just look at that. There you go. Half
I'm
ounce of
not dumping
gold
it.
right there.
I'm not
He's
dumping it, guys. Oh, wait. And then look right here. You remember you were saying, see, there's the button that Damon made me right there.
West Coast. Damon. I thought
Uh,
Damon was going to call in that. Blankety blank blank.
yeah, I
Buddy,
made him.
brother
He
of
used
mine.
he used the nitric, so I sent him some of my mercury covered gold, and then he made a video. I should probably post a link to that. It was a while back, but he used nitric to dissolved the mercury and then melted it into a button for me. It was a 1 gram button. And then he mailed it back to me so I could get it assayed with the XRF to test the purity. So came back at 22 karat gold.
Neil. Now, is that Emma or Neil? My good friends Neil and Emma from Urban Van Life in out of Liverpool, England. Welcome, my friends.
Nice.
They have some really good stuff. If you're into van life, they do some killer builds too. And his shower idea in his old van was awesome. But um 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 I like that Scottish video up in the snow. You're like my youngest son, Neil, wearing shorts in the snow, you crazy man. Um, but welcome. But we have a question here for you, sir, from Secret Creek Prospecting. Aaron, do you ever plan traveling around and meeting other prospectors in the community?
I mean, I would love to. I have a full-time job, and so I really only get to do this on the weekends. And then my vacations are pretty much on lockdown for spending time with my child. So trying to find a way to work that in. I want to travel. I mean, there's been people that have invited me to go to all different kinds of places, and I really want to. I really want to. Number one on the list is Oregon, though. So just in case anybody's wondering, as soon as I get a chance to go to Oregon, that's
Right
where I want to
on,
go.
right on.
Yeah,
Let me
I need to learn how to
guess.
snipe. I need.
Josephine County area, Applegate area. Maybe do some sniping, sleuthing with a guy named West Coast Prospecting.
Yeah, I've heard of him before. I think. Trying to remember. No, but definitely. I want a master to show me how to snipe because
Maybe also
yeah,
Mitch from Graveyard Prospecting. He's
yeah.
another guy
Hobo,
from
you know,
down
Hobo
there.
gets gold out there. Hobo, you
Yeah,
live in Oregon, right? Hobo lives in Oregon, doesn't he? He lives right there
I
where Damon
believe
does.
so.
Yeah.
Um, but I could be wrong. He wants to come prospecting with us out here. Yeah, I believe so. Or what is it? Gold Hunter 77. He's from coastal Oregon and mines too. North of Damon. Okay. Right on.
Or I also wouldn't mind. I want to go to Germany. You know, we got a German YouTuber out there. I'd like to go over there to dig. I'd love to go to Scotland to dig. Um,
Yeah.
you know, I got to go
Matt
see the
gone
secret gold hunter.
digging. Hello, Matt. Good to see you, buddy. Matt's a detectorist and a relic hunter and a scuba diver and all kinds of stuff, a fireman, busy man. But that guy knows the Civil War stuff and finds some killer stuff. He's in Virginia. Virginia has some good gold too, Matt. Um, but
I think
he did a really cool. I wish he'd bring back
it's a Civil War.
his live stream, the Relic Room with Gone Diggin'. Um, he's even had prospectors on there. He's had my friend Gold Rush, Adam, Prospector's Theory. Was it Ant-Man back then? I think he's went through three channel names. Adam did. That's a Confederate bullet, isn't it?
I don't know. I'm not a Civil War expert. You mentioned it, but I mean, I
Put it
found it here
up
in Georgia.
again, and Matt could probably tell you.
So, all right.
Mike from
It's gonna be
Vendetta
kind of hard.
Prospecting, member for
Well, it got
35
smashed
months.
in half. It got smashed in half. So one side's totally flat,
Oh.
but the other side has got.
Yeah, I think I seen something like someone said that.
What do you call that? Like a 2 ring, a 3 ring? I don't know what that.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm not sure, but I mean, I can count 3 rings on it, but I don't know what that
Oh,
means.
well,
I
it's
just hear people say, "Oh,
probably
it's a 3 ringer."
looks like a sharp's bullet.
Hey, Vendetta, 35 months of membership. What's going on, bro?
Mike Vendetta in the house had the great privilege of meeting that guy over at Cottonwood Trails Gold Camp during Freedom Fest last May, along with mi amigo Carson Prospecting.
All right.
No
So,
one's taken us up on that link, dude, but it's okay.
yeah, nobody wants to
Brad,
come
good to
join the
see you,
video call.
Rocky Mountain Prospector. I know you've been here for a little while.
Let's see. Vendetta, why don't you hop on the link, man? No?
Arizona's all wet. Yeah, that. You guys been getting hammered in California and Arizona. It does happen. That's right, Jeff. It does happen. Maybe one day, too, we'll meet Aaron on the river. It might happen. It happened with you
I
and
mean, it'd
I,
be a lot
Jeff.
easier if you come to Georgia, then it'd be real easy to happen because, I mean, you know where to find me on the weekends at the creek.
At the creek. Just finding which creek you're in might be the hard part.
I usually put the exact location where I'm at. Like I told you,
Well, lately,
Saturday,
yeah, you've been doing those
yeah,
live streams
uh,
from the park, and now you're going to be
I'm going to be at
at
Sanford Stadium on Saturday, digging for gold at Sanford Stadium at the University of Georgia. So it'd be pretty easy to find where I'm at. If you look at the aerial view, you can see one area with trees. That's where the creek is, and that's where I'll be. So on Saturday, I don't know exactly what time. Probably 10:30, 11 Eastern time.
Vendetta says, I'm chilling with my kids, about to put them to bed, or I would. I love some live shows. Hey, family first, my friend. Family
We'll cut you
first.
slack.
Yeah, you're forgiven. Yeah, but it's a shame Justin couldn't make it. I thought you'd really be work out as a good co-host with Justin because you've actually been out on location with him, prospecting and gem hunting and stuff. So, you know.
Yeah, and I mean, I do kind of have a little bit more. So first, I found out who he was because my mom used to buy his rocks on Facebook.
Right,
So that's what he does is he goes different, travels all around, like you said, shark teeth or gemstones or agate or whatever it is that he finds,
right.
posts it on Facebook. And then if you're a rock person, he auctions off all his rocks on Facebook. So my mom was buying rocks from him. And then so she was looking at his YouTube channel, and so then I looked at his YouTube channel, and that's when I discovered that there's gold in Georgia. 'Cause before Justin, I didn't even know that there was gold here or that this was something that I could even do. So if I didn't find his channel, I wouldn't even have a channel. So there's a connection there. And there's another connection that you might have to see on TV here in a couple months, but can't really tell you about it. It's on one of those channels like discovery, I think.
Right, your non-disclosure agreements and stuff
I
like
mean, it's
that.
not ironclad or anything, but I keep your eyes out.
Just they
Keep
do
your eyes
watch
out.
stuff like this because I do have people on from their show, and
That's fine.
so
Just
it's
tell them to
best
watch.
to.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
You
You
don't
guys,
have to
like
say
I said, just
nothing.
stay tuned.
Kurt,
Stay tuned.
have a great one, Secret Creek prospecting, buddy. If it's colder next week, I'll wear your hoodie, my friend. Be safe. Good night. Sleep tight.
Oh, good night, Secret.
Early out there. It's only 20 after 6. That's okay, brother. I understand.
It's 9:20 here. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I'd love to get out. I've dredged on some rivers and prospected in southwest Oregon before. Dredged on the Rogue River, and played around down there. But I go down there and put on a wetsuit and do some sniping with some people since they're getting really weird on dredging in my home state of Washington,
Yeah.
and Oregon. I hear you can still do it with the right permitting and stuff.
Uh, well, down here in Georgia, you don't need a permit. You just need permission from the landowner. So, you
That's
want to
how it is here in
pack that
Ohio
dredge up, bring it
also.
down here. I'll give you a spot to put it in the water. So you just let me know when you're coming.
Are you allowed guests at weekend prospectors too?
Yeah, everything.
Cool.
Can't hydraulic mine. But other than that, high bankers,
Oh,
dredges.
right,
There's
right.
certain rules. I mean, you can't undermine a tree. So
Right,
at the
and you don't
yeah
dig into banks and stuff.
yeah, just
Well,
the common
there's just
sense.
good prospecting etiquette
Yeah,
or small scale mining etiquette. And, if we adhere to that etiquette, we could keep it going.
exactly. It's the one bad apple that spoils the bunch. Where I live stream a lot, Yahula Creek Park. They used to let people dredge there. They used to let people use sluice boxes there, but people abused it. One guy came to the creek one day. I mean, we're talking about a public park. He showed up
Right.
at the creek and somebody was in his hole. So he called the cops. He called the cops. This guy's digging in my hole. Like, and so after that, they shut it down for a while completely. So the rules have changed, gone back and forth. It's because it's under the local government, that gets to decide. But
Um,
yeah, don't make a
well,
mess. Clean up your
it's
trash.
Oh, that's cool. You can dredge on your claim, Mitch. Nice, nice. I'm sure that's in Southwest Oregon. I've also done really good over on the Burnt River outside of Durkee, Oregon. Up in the Blue Mountains, I believe it is.
So Mitch, you've got a claim. How big's your claim, Mitch? It's just
Probably probably 20 acres. Usually
like,
our placer claims are 20 acres. Unless
is it on
you're
the Rogue River?
associate, if you're with one person, it's 10. You can only do 20 and they can't be conjoined, at least in Washington now. And if there's two, it could be a 40-acre claim. If there's three partners, it can be 60 acres.
Yeah, I wish we could do that here. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
But
Our
There's no such
national
thing.
forests out here they call acquired land, and they don't permit claiming,
Uh,
unfortunately.
yeah.
Some of them you're lucky you use the sluice box. So some bad person spoiled it, doing something stupid, ended up spoiling it for everybody, and now it's hands and pans only. Unless you're like you had no problems this last weekend where the guy from what's the name of his channel?
From what?
A oh, I forget the guy who was with you with that little high banker in the tote.
Oh, REM Outdoors.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
REM Outdoors.
Yeah.
He was running that recirculating high banker. Do they get on you about that?
I mean, the thing is that we're kind of, who knows? I mean, nobody's ever got on to me about anything. So I'm just kind of going off of what the locals are telling me. You know, I have never
Okay.
had there's not a statute. There's definitely no local law that says you can use this equipment and you can do this and you can't. There's nothing. There's zero laws. So I'm just going off of, hey, the cop told me one time that so really I don't even know when it comes to you know, Yahula Creek Park in Dahlonega. It's run by the county Parks and Rec, and they're the ones really, I suppose. I mean, maybe the local legislature too, but
Right.
um, and then like Saturday, I'll be using the sluice box. Do I know if it's allowed? I think so. I guess if there's not a law that says you can't, then you can
Yeah, is
kind
it
of.
on the
If they ask
books?
me to leave and not to do it, then I won't. You
Right,
know.
right. Please don't do that or we'll need to ask you to leave type thing.
And I'll say, thank you, I apologize. I wasn't sure, but there's no law. If there was a law, if somebody knows of a law
And it's
about,
not posted anywhere on the property, no
oh, no, yeah.
dredges or sluices. Just
Mm-mm.
just keep to your ethics that you've acquired during these past 2 years, digging the wetted perimeter.
Yeah.
Don't dig into the bank. Stay a foot off the bank minimum. Um,
So, and well, one thing I was planning on doing is like taking a trash bag with me and
Pick
then
up
like
trash, yes.
picking up trash. Well, it's completely insane because you got to think we're right next to the football stadium, like literally up against the football stadium, where
Right,
there's 92,000 capacity stadium, right?
right.
And it's been a stadium since 1929. Do you know how many broken bottles have been in that creek?
Oh, I'm sure tons.
Every single shovelful has like just as much glass as any other kind of rock. So it's
Yeah,
crazy.
and show them all that stuff you're taking out. I used to go well, whenever I went into the forest, national forests back home, out west, I would always take out at least one trash bag of trash. And
Yeah.
I'd dump it off at the ranger station. And they let me after I told them this came off of national forest land. I picked it up. I labored to pick it up. Can I use your dumpster here at the station? And they're like, "Oh yeah, by all means. Cool, thank you."
Yeah. And
And
then as soon as you drove off, they dug through it to see, let's see what we can get this guy on.
catch me if you can.
No, no, clearly you had good intentions. And so
Right, right.
I have
Well,
good intentions. I don't want to tear anything up. I want to leave it nicer than when I found it. And,
right.
you know,
Yeah, and they'd be appreciative and even like clean up trash at the picnic area or whatever, and dispose of it properly. And they'll see that, and the natives will see that, the locals, and, you know,
Yeah. All right. So let me see. I don't know how well this is gonna work. You guys see? So there's the football stadium right there, and then down over here, there's this little wooded area right there. You guys see that? And then there's this bridge. So right under here is where I found gold. So on my live stream, I'm going to be right down here. The scoreboard's right there. Literally, this whole creek runs all the way underneath the stadium. But if you look right here, what do you see? This right up the hill from it, Center for Geospatial. Wait, that's not the right. There was another one.
that
A
ain't the right
geology
building.
laboratory.
That ain't the right building.
There's a geology laboratory, like right in here too, and it said like studying hydrothermal, something geology lab. So I wonder if they know the gold's there. You would think they know the gold's there. It's the geology department, right?
Right. You would think.
Nobody wrote it down, so but it's there.
Like your new channel name says, gold is where you find it.
Yeah, I mean,
I
you never know
I like
until you
that
look.
phrase
Yeah,
almost as much as I like flashing your pan.
yeah.
Because,
It's another one along those lines. I don't know, maybe even kind of thought of that one because of no, actually, I didn't think of that at all. But I did go at the movie. Um, if you guys haven't seen the movie or at least tried to watch part of the movie, the intro to the movie, "Gold is Where You Find It," is kind of interesting because it's the movie's from 1938. So the gold mining techniques that they were using back then, I mean, they were still old timers. So
right.
in the opening scenes of this movie, and it's in color, you see him with the hydraulic giant, and using the long tom sluice boxes, and that's all in the intro of the movie from 1938 called "Gold Is Where You Find It." But I just thought it was a cool phrase, and so um, I tried to come up with something a little different because, I mean, if you guys don't, some people might not know that I started out as the rookie gold prospector. Because when I started my channel, I didn't know if I was going to keep doing this, and I didn't really think it through. And so now that I've been doing it for a couple years, I decided I needed to uh,
Change it.
change it a little bit. I made some people mad by changing the name, but I don't know. I think it was a positive. So there's people that aren't going to watch your channel or think they might learn something. Because I think some people can learn from watching my channel, hopefully. And if you probably wouldn't tune into a rookie gold prospector to learn about geology or gold mining, so that's why I
But
updated
it's
it.
a learning experience just hanging out with the rookie. If they have not a clue, they could be learning while you're doing it.
Yeah, I mean, you're always learning. Yeah, I'm
Yeah, not
definitely.
a rookie anymore, huh, Jeff?
Yeah, I mean, I still am on a lot of things.
You're
I've like
always learning.
yeah,
What does
like dredging.
Mountain Man Ken say, Jeff? He's like a legend dredger in his 80s,
I mean, I've
out
probably
of
cleaned out like less than
Idaho,
10
and
cracks.
and he's always still learning,
Yeah.
but can never stop learning. When you're dead, you might as well. When you do, you might as well just let it go, huh? Now, I was looking for something. I can't find the file I made for your logo when you were on. Because I kind of had a mixture of two things on it.
Oh yeah.
And I usually save all that shit for like when I have someone else on again.
I haven't even really made a logo or tried to make a logo. I just took the words rookie gold prospector off the outside.
Right. Well, I kind of have it right here. Getting it up. See, this is one thing with what I use. Gotta kind of look and upload stuff and get it visible or whatnot. But yes, sir. That's right, David. You're a greenhorn now. You're not a rookie. You're a greenhorn. One day you'll be you. One day too, you'll become a sourdough, like
A
Ken.
sourdough.
Yeah, sourdough is a term for an experienced prospector. And they
I
got
just call them
that
old timers.
because back in the day, they would keep a thing of sourdough with them, so they'd always have some sort of food, bread type food with them. You know,
Mhm.
they eat off of it in the morning, and by the next morning, it would rise more and they could take more off of it. So when they're out grub staking out in the boonies looking for that shiny, they'd have something to eat on, you know.
Mm.
Sourdough. Mother mold dough. Yes, sourdough, David. Yeah. Roadrunner chicken chaser. Beep beep.
Yeah, when I
Uh,
think of sourdough bread, it's probably something totally different than whatever they were packing in their lunch in the 1800s.
yeah, like Mary Jane says. Pff, get mad then. Change is good. I went from MJIRL, which stands for in real life, to only pants. And we love you, MJ. We love you. So,
Active use from the prior batch.
yes, yes.
A
See,
sourdough starter.
and that
Okay.
way they always, you keep it in um, glassware or whatever. My mom used to always have it in like a crock pot type thing,
Never
and
heard of it. Never seen that.
it would, it rises like bread does before you bake it.
Yeah, yeah.
So you pull some off of it, and it always keeps rising. PA Patriot. We were talking
What's up,
about
PA?
you, Dan. Don't you have an app? Well, the
I want to
blind
hear my body cat.
detectorist. I oh flip, I forget his name. Brian, I think. He does too, I think. Don't you have an app where you can hear the live chat? You I know one of you prospectors out there in YouTube land has it. I've talked to you about it before. I just forget who. But now I don't know that detectorist's name on. I've had him on
It's not
before.
PA.
He's blind. No,
It's
not
not
me.
StreamYard. It's Streamlabs or something like that.
Well,
I don't know.
Streamlabs uses OBS, and it's kind of like StreamYards, but you're in there. It's kind of like Restream. It's a weird platform, but
Hmm.
um,
I've never streamed on a computer, so I don't know.
Shane is the blind detectorist. Yes, yes. Shane has it so he can hear his chat rooms and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I would like to be able to do. Hear people's
Not
chat.
not Shane Ohio River history. Shane, the blind detectorist, has it. Yeah, yeah. That's right. Thanks, Dan.
Hmm. Well, I need to get that figured out ASAP.
Can you hold down the fort for a little bit?
Can I hold down the fort?
Yeah.
You gotta go handle some business real quick.
Yes, sir.
Well, I can't manipulate the controls, but I can
You
uh
don't need to. I'm just gonna take me out of the equation here, and I'm gonna blow you up.
all right, don't leave me too long.
I won't. I won't.
I'll give you
I'm just.
20 minutes.
My
You're not back
eyes
in
are
20 minutes.
starting to look jaundice, and my bladder's about ready. I don't have a cup right here. I
I'll
could
let you go to the
pee it.
bathroom. I suppose you're allowed to go to the bathroom on your own show.
Well, I could put up a 6-minute
An ad?
intermission.
Yeah, you just hit insert ad.
No, they take too fast. I can't run that fast. I'd tear down my green screen. But let
That's funny.
me switch over here real quick, and I'll be right back. Why I go? You have your cat
All right,
behind you. I'll be right back.
cool.
Hey,
All right, guys.
Ellsworth, Swifty, Swifty.
So while Ed's gone, I'm gonna have to keep looking up and down to read the chat because I can't see. I don't have like a fancy like 2 monitor setup over here. I just got my phone on a tripod. Adventures with Swifty saying hi to Monkey. Ed, turn on the tap so we don't have to listen to you. So you guys don't want to listen to Ed anymore? That's cool. I can finish out the stream, I suppose. Let's see who else we got here. Who else? There's 17 of you. You guys need to jump in on the conversation. He's got a link up there in the top. You guys see the link up there, the pinned chat? If you click on that, like you can join the stream and like hang out. PA, I had a bunch of people out there Saturday. It was pretty awesome. Yeah, I mean that's kind of what I'm hoping for. PA is, I have those live streams, and when I post the exact location, if you're in the area and you want to come out and dig with me, you just you know where I'm at. So normally that's Yahula Creek Park in Dahlonega, Georgia, but this Saturday it's going to be Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia. So but yeah, it's a lot of fun. We had like 4 or 5 different people out digging this last weekend. So that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. I had a great time. And yeah, we had REM Outdoors out there. So there was 2 different channels, and then some subscribers came out, and we all dug for gold, and it was a lot of fun. So yeah, PA, I'm waiting for you to come down here too. You back, Ed?
What the heck's this? Ed's fired. New host activated.
Who said that?
Mr.
Oh, Mr.
Lodak.
Oh, what's up with that?
What a
No,
guy. What a guy.
no. I'm not going to
No.
permanently host your show for you, Ed.
No, no,
You're going to have to come up off of some money for that. Let's see how
no.
every Tuesday night. Let's see, 3 hours.
Three
I'll do it
hours?
for
It's only 2 hours long.
2 hours. Okay, I'll do it for 150.
150?
Yeah, I will host your show every Tuesday.
No.
You still get to keep all the super chats. You know, no.
You
150.
silly.
No, Mr. Lodak, no, man. I didn't mean $1.50.
$1.50? Okay. Yeah.
Dang it. That's like not even a super chat.
I guess it
Yeah,
depends on how big the super chat is.
yeah, exactly. Lester, where's Lester?
Is
Where's
Lester
Lester?
here? Oh, no. PA
No, he's
and
not here.
Lester were together last weekend
Oh
when they
yeah.
were driving home, because Lester came into your live chat too. while I was in there.
Yeah, he's
Uh,
came by a few times. For sure, for sure. But yeah,
there you go,
Hula Creek Park is.
OnlyPants. Let's talk, Mary Jane. Let's talk. Yeah.
And see, I need to have like a full blown get together / barbecue. I mean, just Hula Creek Park is such a cool place where it's a public park where you can barbecue and there's baseball fields and everything, and frisbee golf course and lots of gold in the creek. Um, it's perfect for like a get together for us all, like have a bunch of channels come in and have a big party. Reserve a shelter just for us.
Right.
I'm kind of seeing that in the future, but I just don't want to be the one that plans it all. I got the location. Somebody else has got to plan it. So as soon as I get a volunteer to plan a prospecting get together in Georgia. 10 only though, PA says.
There's so many places I want to go and so many people I want to meet. It's crazy.
So many people you want to be?
Meet?
Oh, I thought you said be.
Uh,
I don't want to be anybody else.
I want to be Ed Marvin. I used to be like, who do I want to be today? Who do I want to be? But, that gets old. So now I am who I am.
Eduardo.
Edwin. Ed.
Ed, your picture's not even on the thing now.
Yeah, it's there.
Not on mine. I'm
Well,
looking at
you
I'm
might.
looking at live on YouTube. I don't see Ed.
You
All
don't.
I see, look.
Yeah, yeah. Because I'm having a cigarette.
Ah,
You should be. You can't see me smoking on Zoom?
no, I can see you on Zoom what you're doing, but on the stream, all I see is your background.
Right, right. Well, I'm smoking, and I might have kids out there, or my boss's son, or my boss even. So, Ed, my girls still tell everyone about meeting you and learning how to pan with Jesse. That's awesome, Ellsworth. Your whole family is totally awesome. Actually, speaking of the girls, uh, give them a big hug for me. I hope they're doing well. Monkey is in, not the planning part. Freedom Fest is enough.
PA's not going to plan it either. All right.
But
Well,
putting
shoot.
on outings, I put on Flash Bash a few times. It's
You know what
fun.
would be
It's a
hilarious?
lot of fun, but I subleased a lease from a mining club. I've I've rented a campground, and that's kind of like what they're doing. They rented a campground, Cottonwood Trails, for the weekend. So then you're forced to like charge something. And then if you get donations or buy stuff for raffles and giveaways, then it gets more into it. I am gonna have a get together though this year, I think. But it's not gonna be Flash Bash. It's gonna be my birthday. The weekend after the 18th of September at Black Sands Campground in Butler, Ohio, along the Clear Fork of the Mohican River, right smack dab up, it borders up to the GPAA Swank East property, which is very rarely worked and has some pretty good gold found in it sometimes. So, um, it's kind of like I'm not charging nothing. I'm not renting their campground again. That's where I had my last flash bash, Aaron.
Mhm.
And people just come. It's a donation campground. You haggle with the owner for what he wants for the weekend or what you want to donate. And then you have your spot there. He has an inside bathroom. If you don't have a porta potty or a travel trailer or whatever.
Well,
So,
if we do it at the park here, there are bathrooms right there. So we have like literally playground with kids
yeah,
playing, and then like
it'd be,
heated and air conditioned bathrms and a river with gold right next to it.
it'd be a day type outing, right?
Exactly. Yeah. You
Kind of
can't
like
camp
what
in.
you had last weekend, but maybe get
Exactly.
more
But more of a
people.
all day, but with food included and
Yeah,
with even more people.
people could rotate in and
Exactly.
whatever. Say,
Yeah.
hey, I know you. You're Aaron. I watch your videos, dude.
Yeah.
You don't have nothing to worry about until they say, I'm your number one fan.
Then you got to worry. Get some stalker action going on. I haven't
I
had any problems. I haven't had any problems so far. Everybody is cool. Everybody so far has been cool. I can't really think of one person that I'm really weirded out by so far. So,
same here, and I've ended up meeting a lot of people through my YouTube channel. And
you've been
it's
doing a lot longer.
yeah, and it's all been really, really positive, actually.
Yeah.
There's this one guy, the first one to ever do it to me, actually. Maybe. No, maybe not. But his name's Chris Dye. He's a Buckeye member. He's a good friend of mine. He's pretty much part of the family with Judy and I now.
Uh-huh.
But the first time I met him, I was dredging at the Swank West property. And I was bringing up my dredge up the dredge ramp. We didn't have a boat ramp. We had a dredge ramp. And and I'm by my truck and he goes, I know you. You're Ed Marvin. I watch your videos. And we started talking and stuff. And I told him,
That's funny.
yeah, it's a good thing, Chris. You never said that day when you first met me, that first sentence that you said at the end, I'm your number one fan. Because I probably would have got a little wigged out and said, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a little weird when you think you're alone and then somebody walks up. Um, I've had that happen twice where I thought surely nobody's going to come here, and all of a sudden you hear a voice. It's kind of creepy, but turned out to not be that creepy. More worried about it being a
Is,
bear or a Sasquatch.
who you talking to, Dan? Oh, he must be talking to you, Aaron, because he's asking, Aaron, are there trailer hookups at Dahlonega?
So there's definitely not trailer hookups at the park. Um, but I'm not sure about somewhere in Dahlonega. I mean, there has to be. There has to be. We're right by all kinds of state parks and
Are
national
you
forests and
a
all that.
LDMA member or a GPAA member, Dan?
No,
Okay, because
I'm not.
If Dan's a member of the GPAA, he can camp at LDMA leases or properties. They're not leases.
I think
Uh,
it's going to be like 25 minutes away from Yahoo Creek Park.
Because
The
right
LD.
across the street from one of your club properties is is
Yeah,
Loud Mine, which is an
exactly.
LDMA property,
Yeah.
and they allow GPA members, if it's not an outing, I believe it's like one time or twice a year you could use an LDMA camp. But I believe they're starting to let more people come in that are just GPAA members or GPAA Life members to be able to stay more longer, or it might be a little more, but um, might be a little more than a LDMA member. But I think you can, Dan, and they have full hookups, if I remember right, or at least they have power.
Yeah, I mean, if you come up here, I mean, with definitely within 15 to 20 minutes, there's tons of places. I mean, like I said, you're like on the foothills of the Appalachians when you're here. And so, I mean, there's state parks everywhere, there's national forests, there's waterfalls, there's all kinds of stuff, all kinds of campgrounds. You just can't camp at the park where I'm going to be. But if you want to camp and hook up, yeah, there's tons of places around there to do it. I don't know off the top of my head, but yeah, you wouldn't have to camp too far away. Plus, I'm driving. I'm not going to be there that early anyway. So,
And
yeah, I live an hour and
you
a half
too,
away.
David.
I live an hour and a half away from
Now,
where.
and where I was gonna have my birthday thing in September, it's an old campground that a prospector friend of mine bought, and so yeah, Dan's GPAA. I thought so. Just I don't think Croc is the caretaker at Loud Mine anymore, but you can call them, Dan, and talk to them, and they're really reasonable. It'd be a hell of a lot cheaper than somewhere like KOA or something like that.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't hurt to check out the Loud Mine. Tell them you heard about them from Flashing Your Pan on YouTube.
Heck yeah.
Oh, Chris Chadwick, how you doing? East Coast Prospecting, Bees Coins, ECP, Bees
What's up with
Coins
bees?
Prospecting.
Bees
How,
and prospecting go together apparently.
well,
There are
Chris
multiple bee/prospecting channels.
Chris is a talented man also. Say hi to Tony for me, please. Rocky, is Rocky a squirrel? Hey, Rocky, watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat.
Bullwinkle.
Yeah, Rocky and Bullwinkle. He was a flying squirrel. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, we're old.
Liquid gold. Heavy Meadow Detective is in the house. Great to see you, Colin, brother. Great to see you. Ooh, just found a star fossil? Cool. Sweet. Sweet. None of you called in tonight. Shame on you.
Yeah, what's up?
MJ, you could have called in. Actually, I should talk to MJ. I have Banshee Mining on my list. I need to get MJ on. MJ, what are you doing Tuesday the 21st of May?
Pretty far out, Ed.
I
I
book them
definitely
far
cannot tell.
out. I'm booked almost all the way to my off season.
I was sitting here
I'm booked. I'm
daydreaming.
booked. I'm booked.
What do you think about this idea? I'm gonna go the next home game in Athens, Georgia, when there's 92,000 people at the stadium. I'm gonna pick that time to go dig for gold right at the stadium. When there's thousands of people with beers and everything, I'm gonna be right in the middle of the creek sitting there like.
Do they have a game that day?
Well, I mean, it's the University of Georgia football team, so I mean, next August sometime, I'm not sure, but whenever their next home game is, I'm gonna be out there digging. That's gonna be hilarious.
PA's like, you're gonna be getting hit with bottles. Laugh out
That's
loud.
fine. It'll make a cool live stream.
Oh, she'll be flying back from Freedom Fest. Oh, I gotta go to Freedom Fest for sure then. Because unfortunately, it don't look like I'm gonna be able to get to the Nugget hunt. But so, even if I have to drive down to Freedom Fest for one day, I already told Can Do to hold me a ticket. And Freedom Fest, for what it is, it's a good deal for only $50 for the weekend at Cottonwood Trails Gold Camp. Jim's getting that place really nice after the flood. So, good night, Heavy Meadow brother. Have you been to Bainbridge, Ohio lately? No. I'm not gonna pay that kind of money for 3 leases, Chris. No. And I have no permissions of my own down there. I don't even know if Bill's alive. I know he has his property and still allows some stuff behind his house, but don't know. I haven't checked. It's a long drive. Long drive. Well, my friends, we've been on for 2 hours now. I greatly appreciate you joining us. Thank you for being here, rain or shine, or whichever way the wind blew, Aaron. I greatly appreciate it.
Not a problem.
Next Tuesday, I have Wayne Getston, Jelston from Skookum Gold Camp in Alaska joining me. And I believe one of the owners might be joining in also from Arizona. They also own Miners Keepers out of Quartzsite, Arizona, I believe it is. And then the next two shows of the month, I have some friends that have gone a long way since their channel started, and they're now into diving and recovery. Chaos Divers on the 20th, and Exploring with Nug and Adam. Brown Adventures probably joining us on the 27th. So make sure you catch Gold Prospectors Radio here on YouTube or over at goldprospectorspace.com every Sunday night at 7:30 with Y Gold, Rich Cooley, Mr. Lodak, Scott Swiftwater, Tony, Dennis Dayton sometimes, and Tim Grimes. I don't think I'm missing anybody. See you, Dan. See you, Brad, David Villa, Terry Curry, MJ. Okay, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight. Until next time, may you always have a flash in your pan.
Yes, sir.
And you know what I like to say, Aaron?
What's that?
Maybe one day, too, we'll meet you on the river. Because it does happen. Right?
It does.
Right?
It does.
It does. Good night, everybody. God bless. Love you all.
Peace. Oh, all right. Yeah. I didn't mean to end it. You ended it.
What you in?
The stream. Oh, I was trying to. I'm used to conference calls at work where like I have to close it when I'm finished.
Oh,
First, yeah.
oh you're
So
still on Zoom.
I was still trying to leave the meeting like I do it. Yeah, we don't use Zoom. We use one called WebEx.
You're still here, and I'm still live. We're all good. My program glitched.
I hope you're still alive. I decided that I'm gonna go get some ice cream, and I'm gonna do that right now because my mouth is dry, and this whole time I'm sitting here thinking.
All right, brother. Thanks for joining me.
No problem, man. We'll do it again sometime.
Sounds good. Have a great
I'm just not
night.
gonna be your
and great
permanent
week.
co-host.
Great week to come.
Yes, sir. All right.
I'll close us out. I'm just waiting for the end so I can